A year ago, I embarked on a career transition.
After job hunting for a year, I finally landed a full-time role in
I
UX
spent
research.
nearly a year dedicated to breaking into this field, and when I finally received that offer, it all felt like the dawn of my dream career. But what comes after? Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It's been 6 months since I started my new role as the sole UX researcher. Today, I want to share with you all the challenges I've encountered and lessons I've learned. But before we get started, let's step out of this home office because I've been cooped up here all week. Hello guys, I moved to a park because today is such a nice day. So I thought, why not film outside? So let's get into today's video. What is it like to work as a solo UX researcher? Well, if I have to describe, it's painfully exciting. For some context, I currently work as the single UX researcher, a team of one at an insurance company. I work with 4 product managers, 4 development pods, and 1 UI engineer. My stakeholders had some level of knowledge about what is UX research, but I still face a lot of pain. First, I don't have any peers or mentors at work. Oftentimes, I feel very lonely because I don't have anyone to exchange ideas or seek advice. Am I on the right path? Is this the right research method? I don't know. Besides the feeling of loneliness, the second biggest challenge is that there's no established UX research process. I would say about only 30% of my time are spent on actually doing research. The rest of my time are spent on educating my stakeholders and figure out how I can make the process more streamlined and efficient. And last but not least, there are lots of ambiguity. Like, what is my research priority? What is our product vision? What is our product goal? Which research I need to work on? I don't have enough participants for this research. Who is the person I can ask for help? I have lots of questions. No one is there to hand me the answers. I need to figure out on my own. It sounds daunting to walk into such unknown, especially as my first full-time UX research role. But through trials and errors, I gradually found more ease, clarity, and confidence in my role. So today I want to share a few reflections and lessons I've learned with you. Now looking back, if I just pick one thing to focus on when I was onboarding, that would be to get to know the people. So I reached out to all my stakeholders, including PMs, POs, designers, engineers, tech lead, marketing team, salespeople, customer service team. For every person I talked to, I prepared a list of questions to ask. I always get to know them personally, like what do they like to do outside of work? Because I realized a lot of things that we do as a researcher relies on a robust, positive relationship with our stakeholders. After I finished my one-on-one chat with every person, I then created a stakeholder map, find who are my research allies and who is the go-to person if I need certain things. This document has become my Bible. When I joined this team, I wish I had such a document. If our team hire new roles, I can share it with this person and help him or her onboard more quickly. And the second thing I realized I've changed is my mindset. It's all about our perspective on things, right? So instead of complaining about things, I shifted my mindset and take challenge as the opportunity for me to shine. It is okay and perfectly normal to feel the ambiguity. Even if you have other researchers on your team, you might have a lot of unknowns or self-doubt. The best thing about being solo UX researcher is that no one's here to tell you how things should be done. You have the full power to innovate, create processes. How cool is that? I might not get all these opportunities if I were to join a bigger company, but I understand the fear of failure. What if I did it the wrong way? What if I let my stakeholders down? What if they don't trust me? There are too many what ifs in our life that hinders our potential and capability and confidence. So to combat this what if vicious cycle, I've learned a secret. To to see everything as an experiment. When we do an experiment, the goal is to learn, to test. Even if I fail an experiment, I still gain learning, and learning is progress. Having this experimental mindset really make me more bold and less afraid to try new things. Oftentimes, it all turned out much better than I thought. And the third gold lessons I learned is we all have two brains in ourselves, the executor mode and the strategist mode. I recently read this book, Principles, and from this book, one of the ideas that struck a chord with me is the dual nature within ourselves. Picture ourselves like a machine. There's the machine part of ourselves like that actually do the work, but we oftentimes ignore there's a person who managed the machine to make sure it's working, function in the right direction. And this dual mindset is especially important working as a solo UX researcher. I feel I have two brains. Like one side of me needs to work on research projects and deliver insights, but the other part of me have to think about bigger picture, like how to increase research impact, how to make sure I'm not drowning in work, but I'm also learning something, seek support and connection outside of work. So nowadays, I structure my work days into two distinct modes. For execution days, I focus on working on research projects like recruitment, conducting research, draft research insights. On the other hand, the strategist mode involves more deliberate thinking and planning. I always spend one day, is typically Friday or Monday, to think about bigger questions like how can I create a clear research roadmap, how to increase research impact, how can I keep growing in my career, like doing a skill audit and pinpoint pathways for my own career growth. I feel like this duality mindset does not just limit it to our work. It serves as a constant reminder for all of us to step away from the routine daily tasks and think about the bigger picture. It has undeniably been a very challenging road, but if I were to give it another chance, even the opportunity to join a bigger or a more mature research environment, I wouldn't do it differently because I've learned so much, especially if you're job hunting UX research. I know there aren't a lot of job openings right now, so I encourage you to think about maybe joining a startup and don't be afraid to work solo. If you ever need help or seek connections, I'm here. Thank you all for joining me on this journey. Until next time, bye, my friend.